Hey guys, I just wanted to warn you before, especially, I know there's some people that, you have a busy day, you see a 13-minute video, do you want to watch it? This video is very similar to if you were sitting across from me at a bar, we had a couple of drinks, and we were talking about PvP. What I like about it, what I don't like about it, what I would change sort of thing. It's just my opinions on things, and it's very unstructured, and honestly, I say and like a few more times than I think a well-made professional video would be. This is just me. This is whatever came to my head about PvP, and I threw it out at you. So if you're looking for something extremely structured, I don't think this is the video for you. But if you want to just kind of hear my thought process on PvP, I think this will be a good video for you. You might enjoy it. It's almost like a little podcast, a little 13-minute podcast. So I'm going to jump in. See you guys. Bye. Hey everyone, Mtashed here, and today I wanted to talk about what I would do to change the Crucible, to make it absolutely perfect for me. If I was to make this game as fun as humanly possible for me. And I don't know if I have all the answers to balance. I don't know if I'm even close. But these are the things that I would change that I feel are lacking or could be better or yada 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 yada. Overall, I guess before I really get into this, I think that Destiny 2's PvP is a lot more my style than Destiny 1 was. I was never very good at shotgunning and pushing in. I was never the best sweat player. I was never like the most competitive guy overall. I played a lot of Rumble, which is essentially me running around with sticky grenades and heavy. But I feel like some of the okay, Titan skating. Even after 3 years of practicing Titan skating, I could never do it as fast as the fastest people. I not even close. I don't know why. I don't know why I couldn't get the rhythm down, but there are a lot of things in Destiny 1 that I just wasn't optimal at. I wasn't the best at. And going into Destiny 2, where things are a little bit more slowed down, they play a little bit more like Halo, I do find that in a lot of situations, maybe you can't tell from this gameplay, but I do find myself in a lot of situations where I actually do quite a bit better in Destiny 2 than Destiny 1. Especially if I'm playing with a good team to help me. I'm definitely a better Destiny 2 player than a Destiny 1 player. But do I like it more? I'm not sure. I think the biggest issue for me is no Rumble. I've always been a Rumble guy. I've always liked to be a lone wolf, play on my own. I definitely like Destiny 2 PvP, but it's missing my favorite game mode. And I don't know if that'll ever change. They've said it's always going to be 4v4, so that's something I can't really ask for or argue about because, the game has been balanced around 4v4. Everything is about 4v4. So while Rumble would be the easiest fix to make this game instantly funner for me, I don't think that's going to change. So now we have to look at, well, what can we actually change? What mechanics in the game can we change so that I enjoy it better or it feels better overall? My biggest one would be a slightly faster time to kill. Now, obviously, if you get team shot by people, you die very fucking fast in this game. You can't even react to it sometimes if you're peeking corners when you shouldn't. But when you're in 1v1 engagements, my issue is sometimes it feels like that engagement lasts too long. It's too long that I'm in the middle of this duel, I've shot 5 bullets to kill this guy, and then, if I want to turn and fire on another player, it's almost impossible to do it. If it's a back-to-back fight right after it, it's almost impossible to kill that next guy if that guy is of similar skill. Because your health is down, it takes forever for your health to come back, and you can't just quickly 3-tap someone like you could in Destiny 1. Now, I know lots of people complained about time to kill in Destiny 1. A lot of people don't like dying instantly to weapons like Call of Duty. But I feel like we're in this limbo situation where it's almost too slow at this point, where at times it feels frustrating because people get around a corner and almost get away when you're trying to shoot them. They're running across a field, you start laying shots into them, and you literally can't kill them fast enough before they run into a doorway. Or you're trying to duel with someone, and you're committing so much time to this duel, so much energy, and your health isn't coming back, that you can't, combo your plays. The only time you're going to get a multi-kill is if you have a power weapon, a super, or you catch them off guard. Where in Destiny 1, sometimes I'd outduel someone, and then I'd quickly turn onto the next guy shooting at me and kill him and, you know, almost trade the kill. I would die in that situation, but more often than not, in Destiny 2, it feels like that just doesn't happen. You just die after the first guy you killed. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm rambling there, but I don't know. I don't know what the change is, and that's the biggest issue. I have no fucking idea. I don't know what archetypes you change. I don't know which hand cannons you change or pulses or whatever it might be, but I feel like it just needs to be slightly faster. Now, if they don't make that time to kill faster, then one thing I would recommend, actually I think I just recommend this no matter what, is the recovery. Now, if you max out your recovery, it is quite fast, but honestly, in my opinion, like, I would rather just have everyone the same armor, the same mobility, the same recovery, and they just sped it up. That's not going to happen, but I feel like if you are on a Titan and it is a little bit harder to spec into recovery, it feels so slow at times that it is very frustrating and it makes you play slower. I recognize with the time to kill, if you lay 4 shots into someone, he hides behind a corner for 3 seconds, or like let's say 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds, and they have their health back, that would be super fucking frustrating, right? Like, the longer the time to kill, almost the longer recovery has to take. But I feel like with the time to kill being the speed it is, and the recovery being as slow as it is, it sometimes feels like stagnant. I don't want to push out and try to make that big play because it's like, well, fuck, I only have, 10% of my health. If I get shot once, I die. Where I feel like in Destiny 1, I could make a few more risky plays and be rewarded for it, and I would say have more fun doing it. Like, I don't know how to describe it, really. It just feels like there's a lot less of those epic outplay moments in this game. You straight up, if you have less health, you lose. So that's pretty much all I'm going to say on that part. Moving on to abilities, I'm a big fan of the long cooldowns and less powerful abilities. I don't like dying to grenades, supers, vehicles, melees in video games. I like to duel. I like to strafe. I like to shoot you. I like to land my shots and win or lose that duel. I played Halo so many hours, and it's just like battle rifle duels the entire time. You get meleeed here and there. You get sniped here and there. Someone gets a rocket launcher. But for the most part, I lived for those duels. And even though it's the same weapon, like there's no even like change in weapons, I love that feeling. I don't know if everyone feels that way, but I've always been a fan of that. And so the more we get to that kind of Halo feel in gunplay and those duels, I'm happy. I'm really happy. I don't know if everyone is, but I am definitely happy. I like not dying to a fusion grenade every 25 seconds. That shit was annoying. It was extremely frustrating because it's like, I know I can beat you in a gunfight, and you're beating me because you keep fucking sticking me. You know, like, you could lose to a Trials team in Destiny 1 that was so bad on paper. Like if you look at their movement and their decision-making and things like that, you would lose to teams that would just, like, literally suicide into you with double fusion grenades. And that shit isn't fun to me either. I don't like that. I want to outduel you. I want to outplay you. And while we're on that topic, that's actually kind of why I support the fixed rolls on weapons. Now, I want a meaningful grind in the game. I do like, finding that perfect god-rolled weapon. But at the same time, if everyone has the same guns, you can't really complain about someone having a better roll than you and beating you because of that roll. So, in a sense, this game really starts becoming more about you as a player, and if you're improving, and I kind of like that. I really like that. If they add ranks and like a whole ranking system, I don't know how they're gonna do it, like if they're doing seasons or what, but if you're the top of the leaderboard and everyone's using Uriel's gift and everyone has that exact same role and you're winning your duels and you're making your way up the leaderboards, you know that you're getting better as a player. You didn't just get a better gun that, randomly kills them in 2 shots where everyone else kills in 3, Like, there's no luck in the chamber bullshit or anything like that. It's just you are literally getting better and you're better at using that gun than other people. So, I don't know. I definitely do miss some of that grind for those weapons, but at the same time it was random and it was also kind of frustrating. I never got a top tier IS Luna, and other people did on their first one, and it's just kind of like, I don't know, that was always a slap in the face to me. So the fact that there are set guns, it's pretty cool. And I mean, I don't want to get into like the whole end game of Destiny and like PvE and everything. I'm just looking at it from a PvP perspective, and the fixed roles really do promote kind of balance, and it's, I guess, easier to balance the game with these fixed roles. So hopefully Bungie is able to, rapidly balance the game instead of every 5, 6, 7, 8 months like they did in Destiny 1. Maybe we'll see a patch every 1 or 2 months. You don't want to jump on the nerf train too quick or the buff train too quick until everyone tests out the weapons, but, having those changes come out a little bit more rapidly would be very cool. So, overall, do I like PvP in Destiny 2? I do. I think there's a lot of great things about it. I think there's things that could be fixed and optimized, but I don't have the answers. I really don't know what they are. I don't know how to balance the game properly. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know what to add. I don't know what to change. I don't know what class needs to speed up and which one needs to slow down. None of it. I really don't. I don't have an answer. I think I need to play more before I do that. Maybe in a month or two, I'd consider making a video on like what I'd like to change, but without the actual data in front of you, and I mean, look at this. I'm jumping off the fucking map. I obviously don't know how to balance the game, right? But with Destiny 2, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm still trying to break some of my bad habits from Destiny 1. It still is. It's such a different game that at times I do miss Destiny 1, but almost as in I miss Destiny 1 because it's such a different game. It's almost, to me, it's almost like Call of Duty to Halo. Like, they're both good games in their own way. They're just different. And I'm still adapting to this one overall. I want to see ranks. I want to see some sort of, cool rewards for players that grind through the ranks. I want to see some sort of prestige for being one of the best players in the world. You put in the time, you build a team, you win the games. I'd love to see that in the future. I think balancing, I mean, for the most part, seems pretty good. There's no guns that I'm like crying about, really. Like, there really isn't. People talk about Mida, Uriel's Gift. I'm not like freaking out about anything at this point. There's obviously some stronger weapons than others, but nothing that feels so OP like, like Thorn Year 1 where you were able to 2-tap people. That was so powerful. Like, it was so powerful compared to every other weapon in the game. Nothing feels like that right now, which is cool. I like the movement in the game overall. I kind of like that it slowed down a little bit. Titan skating was fun, but at the same time, it was broken. Like, it was not supposed to be like that, I don't think. It's very hard to balance a game around that and balance shotguns when you can move 2 times the speed of other classes. I think the overall balance of like the power weapons is pretty good, and like how much they come up and impact the game is pretty cool. If you have a fusion rifle that you're good with and you control that power ammo, it feels really powerful. Like, it feels like you're having a big impact on the game, but it doesn't feel annoying where you're dying to a fusion and a shotgun over and over and over again. And you can't even get in a duel because you're always dying to this one bang machine. So just the amount of dueling that happens in Destiny 2 is, again, kind of a big turn on for me. So right now, for me, if I'm being like brutally honest, I think Destiny 2 PvP and like how much fun I'm having is only like a 7 or 8 out of 10. I'm honestly not blown away. There's just a couple things missing that I probably will never get, like Rumble. I'm hoping we get ranked and things like that. But as I play the game, the experience that I'm having is honestly like a 7 out of 10. Like maybe an 8 out of 10. And I don't know if Destiny was a 10 out of 10. I don't think it was either. It was an 8 out of 10 in its own way. There's just things that are missing that I wish were in the game. So that's pretty much it for me, guys. I feel like I've rambled the fuck out of this video, but I don't know. I just wanted to talk about it. I wanted to just kind of chill with you. And yeah, that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.